I spoke with my grandmother this morning and told her all about the hate comments that are left on my videos because of the way she trained me on how to obey a man. She said, "You're all a bunch of tramps who can't keep their men happy." I said, "Grandma, I've been doing everything you said and I can't keep my man happy. He doesn't come home." She gave me the recipe to her secret pot roast, told me to make it and it's guaranteed to get him home. So I made a meatloaf instead. One of the rules in my marriage is my husband likes the smell of breakfast in the air by the time he wakes up. I agreed to this because my grandma taught me that I should obey my husband at any cost. However, I have not been making breakfast for my husband by the time he wakes up, and I have just not been giving a fuck because I find things like rubber bands and eyelash. Once upon a time before my husband, I caught my ex physically cheating on me. Unfortunately for him, he was living with me at the time. I got all of his belongings, put him into his car, rolled his car into the street, and set it on fire. I remind my husband of this story every time he has one of his little work trips. While I was doing laundry, I noticed a false eyelash stuck to the collar of my husband's work shirt. I knew it wasn't mine because I'm not allowed to wear false eyelashes because my husband likes the natural look. I did not make a fuss over it. I went to go make him this grilled cheese sandwich. Let's just hope this motherfucker don't choke on it. Last night, I found this rubber band in my husband's car covered in brown hair, and clearly my hair is red. I did not make a fuss over this. Instead, I whipped my husband up this amazing meal. I wanted to cook him something so delicious, I knew he'd take one bite and swallow it. So I whipped him up this wrap. I added black olives to disguise the fact that I diced up this bitch's rubber band. My grandma said never to wear rubber bands like this because they give you split ends, and I imagine this bitch is covered in split ends. Anyway, let's just hope this gives this motherfucker constipation. My grandma told me I was losing my girlish figure and gaining weight, and that is no way to keep my husband happy. When I asked him what he thought, he agreed. That night, I ate a whole fucking pie by myself. I was trained by my grandma to make sure that my husband looks his best. So when my husband came to me this morning and said that he wanted to start eating healthy, because the girls at work are teasing him, I made sure to make these bomb-ass carne asada fries loaded with everything he loves, so he wakes up looking swollen.